the Honorable Professor Biman Prasad, Deputy Prime Minister of the Republic of Fiji and Minister for Finance, Strategic Planning, National Development and Statistics. Mr. Sri Gaunda, Permanent Secretary for Ministry of Finance, Strategic Planning, National Development and Statistics. Ministry of Finance officials, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Also, they are not here. The Japanese government officials, especially the Ministry of Finance people, and also Mr. Suekane, Deputy Resident Representative of JICA. Yandra Vinaka, Namaste, Ohayou gozaimasu, and good morning to you all. First, I'd like to extend my sincere gratitude to the Honorable Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for Finance and for your team for hosting this event this morning for us all. First, I'd like to offer congratulations to you, Honorable Deputy Prime Minister, as well as to the Fijian Government officials as a whole on the launch of the National Development Plan 2025 to 2029 and Vision 2050 yesterday, which outlines the Fijian Government development priorities and resource allocation for the next 5 years that is geared to shape Fiji's growth for the next 25 years. I'm very pleased to highlight that formalization of this standby loan today, which we're going to sign here, and Japanese wider official development assistance to Fiji is aligned to Fiji's country's development plan, and hope that our program is conducive to the implementation of Fiji's development plan. Now, the formalization of this standby loan for disaster recovery and rehabilitation phase 2 today marks another milestone in Fiji-Japanese relations. I am honored to be part of this auspicious occasion to deliver one of the key promises made between our two leaders during what we call PAN 10 meeting, which is Pacific leaders and Japanese leader meeting, which took place earlier this year in mid-July in Tokyo. And I would like to express our sincere appreciation to the effort from the both sides in formalizing this standby loan for disaster recovery this time of the year. Especially, we all know that both in Japan and Fiji, we are entering the time of sort of cyclone and all these season, and this is a very timely sort of, I think, signing the relevant bill. Now, this standby loan, what we call for disaster recovery and rehabilitation, is a type of facility which has rapid deployable funding to Fiji, equivalent to 82 million Fijian dollars, made available at an extremely at a concessional rate, interest rate, tenor, and average period. We also know that in 2019, Fiji government tried to come up with national risk reduction policy. Ever since both sides has worked, and this kind of ongoing effort has made it helpful for us in formalization of the standby loan realizing today. And this is a sort of a follow-up of the previous loan, and altogether we hope this would be helpful for Fiji in time of need. And this also in line with, like I said, the outcome of the PAR meeting, which took place earlier. Also, the PIF agenda and Blue Pacific 2050 strategy also stipulate the emphasis on the need to disaster response, and we are delighted that this is also in line with this PIF priority. Now, just talking about disaster relief, on top of today's standby loan between Fiji and government of Japan, we have done several efforts so far, and actually this year we started, Fiji government and Japanese government started 3-year project, which is science technology oriented, actually academic and aid agency collaboration project, and we bring more than 5 universities, professors, and already experts from Japan, and to conduct survey and study, and to come up with a program to alleviate possible disaster in the area of volcano, seismic challenge, and tsunami. And also, as you might know, so far we have provided facilities, equipment like earthquake observation network, 1, 2, Fiji's medium wave radio broadcasting facilities, 3, building of Fiji Meteorological Service Center in Nandi, and we plan to actually extend that facility soon. Then we also, in close collaboration with Fiji government, and we are in the final phase to close the discussion on the Nandi River flooding remediation project, and also talking about people-to-people exchange. We have been conducting a youth exchange program to raise awareness of tsunami, the disasters, and things on. So these are part of today's signing is part of our effort to combat against disaster and improve the welfare and safety of people in Fiji. Now, these are just an example of disaster relief related activities, but Honorable Deputy Prime Minister, it is my pleasure to inform you that actually today's signing is the first of 5 of exchange notes that will be signed during the course of this month in the coming weeks, and which will be collectively worth approximately 133 million Fijian dollars, and which includes apart from this standby loan today, project for improvement of aviation safety facility in major airport in Fiji, which will take place actually today, and also provision of fishery research vessel with ice plant, and that is another sector, and also we are planning to have considering introducing a new development scholarship program, and so all these project is expected to be signed this month. Of course, there are several other ongoing projects like building infrastructure like a bridge over Tamabua Iwai Bridge, which actually we are about to start construction. So all in all, we are very much delighted that we can collaborate in many areas so that we can assist what the Fiji government is trying to do in its nation building effort. Now, I just would like to conclude today's my opening remarks with confidence that once again, formalization of this standby loan to be released in need of funding when hit by disaster. This will not only enhance Fiji's sort of disaster preparedness and disaster resilience capability, but also it will further strengthen friendship between people of Fiji and people of Japan. And so it's great honor to be able to sign this agreement with the Honorable Deputy Prime Minister. And we hope this will, having you in the center of this stage, this will elevate our relationship to a new height. And, once again, thank you very much. Binaka Bakarevu, and really, once again, good morning to you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you, His Excellency, for that opening remarks. Permanent Secretary for Finance, Mr. Shri Gaundar, friends from the Embassy of Japan and JICA. Thank you, members of the media, friends, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning. Ohayo gozaimasu. Today is today's signing, as Excellency pointed out, is the continuation of a very strong and lasting relationship between Fiji and Japan, based on very common and universal values of democracy, human rights, rule of law, etc. Fiji is always delighted to cooperate and seek support from the Japanese government and the people of Japan. Japan has greatly supported Fiji with its development initiatives, aspirations, including investments in infrastructure, development, support in social sectors. I was with His Excellency last week in Lambasa, opening new classrooms that the Japanese government built. His Excellency talked about the about to start, construction of the Tanguawai Bridge and many other projects that Japan is undertaking in Fiji, which includes education and health, collaboration in disaster response, resilience building, and more recently mobilizing Japanese private sector investment with 44% equity in EFL and potential for other investments. So during times of crisis, like the COVID pandemic and natural disasters, Japan has always stood by Fiji with direct financial as well as technical support through JICA, and the Japanese government also indirectly through the Asian Development Bank as its major shareholder has been very, very supportive of Fiji's relationship with the Asian Development Bank and our ability to get funding from ADB for major infrastructure projects. The government of Japan through JICA was the first development partner that extended us access to highly concessional financing, which was later followed by the World Bank and the Asian Development Bank. And with the growing engagement, JICA, His Excellency, is now the largest bilateral external lender to Fiji. Fiji, as you quite rightly pointed out, His Excellency accessed his first ever disaster standby concessional facility of 5 billion Japanese yen through JICA in 2019. This is a second phase of that standby concessional financing facility. And it is important for us as a country where we hope and pray that we don't get hit by a devastating cyclone or drought or flood. It's always good to be prepared. And therefore, because if we are not prepared and if we are not putting aside financing facility, not only from our donors and our development partners, but also as part of our budget, we would have great difficulty, and the damage and the rehabilitation could take a much longer period and could be much more pronounced. So the first phase of financing was utilized to support rehabilitation activities during Tropical Cyclone Harold. And today, Excellency, I'm very pleased to officially sign the exchange of notes with the Government of Japan for a second standby disaster loan financing of approximately 72 million. As I said, this financing facility will assist in any future needs for disaster recovery and rehabilitation. This will only be utilized if we are hit by major natural disaster and after the cabinet approves or declares a state of natural disaster, then the availability of this financing will kick in. And once it's kicked in, as His Excellency said, this will be a very highly concessional 40-year term financing facility, including a 10-year grace period on repayment and interest of just 0.4% per annum. And apart from the fact that it will allow quick disbursement of funding and concessionality that we are getting, it will also help us to strengthen disaster risk governance, the processes that are usually involved, because if the governance process is not good, is not effective, you can have a lot of money, but you may not be able to do that effectively. It will also allow us to invest in disaster risk reduction for resilience. And third, understanding disaster risk and enhancing disaster preparedness for effective response. Our key government agencies have worked in collaboration in the past, and we have completed successfully some of these reforms. So, Excellency, once again, on behalf of the Fijian government, I would like to thank the government of Japan, the people of Japan, and the JICA Fiji office for all the support and formalization of not only this signing and exchange of notes for the standby financing facility in case we are hit by a disaster, but also their support and facilitation of so many other projects, as you quite rightly highlighted. for Fiji. And for that, we are deeply grateful. And we look forward to our continued cooperation and partnership between the two countries. Thank you. Vinaka.
I will now ask the gentleman to step up for the brief process.
It needs to be exchanged. So,
This,
yeah.
all right. Yes.
Thank you very much.